everybody, it is I, SkinnyDude here, back with the next review of cards that were just released the other day. So, let's delve into it. These ones are all about even and odd cost dominions to go along with Baku and Genn. So, on to the first one. So, Black Cat is a 3-mana 3/3 beast for Mage. So, Mage get another beast to go along with like Enchanted Raven. Maybe we'll see a little mini beast theme going on with this set because, spoiler alert, all the cards released so far that I'm going to talk about in this video are indeed beasts. Something to think about. Boy, Hemet might see some play. The older Hemet, the one that could destroy a beast. Excuse me. So what does this Black Cat do? It's a 3-mana 3/3 spell damage +1 with Battle Cry. If your deck has only odd cost cards, draw a card. So you'd probably play this in an odd-costed deck. So this is really a 3-mana 3/3. Okay stats, spell damage +1, that's why it's got 3 health, not 4. But on top of all that, then you get to draw a card. Drawing a card is basically worth 1 or 2 mana in the game of Hearthstone as it is. So you're getting a lot of good bang for your buck here with this card. Right? I mean, think about it. This is a 3-mana 3/3. This trades pretty favorably with what stuff is in the set currently. And spell damage +1. Turn 10, you could do Black Cat and then go Flame Strike and deal 5 AoE to your opponent's side of the board. And draw a card on top of it because your deck's probably all full of odd cards. And not to mention that your hero power just got upgraded, so now it's 2 mana, deal 2 to anything you want, which is pretty nuts. I definitely feel like that with the spell damage buff, this might be played more in like a spell damage kind of variant mage. And people try to do this with the, what was it? The card for the Cthulhu's for mage, where it was a 3-mana 3/2 spell damage +1, and then after you cast a spell, give your Cthulhu a buff wherever it is. So they were trying to work for that first theme there with Whispers of the Old Gods, with trying to implement the theme of the set while also giving something spell damage. And they realized, oh, you know that didn't really work out. People didn't really use that for a Cthulhu deck. But here, with going with an odd-costed deck, which basically cuts out half your collection that you could possibly put into a deck. Just think about that for a second. And then you get to draw a card as an added bonus, and you have the spell damage currently. So it's an immediate effect, unlike the Cthulhu thing by having to cast a spell, it gets a buff. It's an immediate effect on a 3/3 beast for Mage. That's just pretty phenomenal, I have to say. So the next card is a 2-mana 2/3 even card for Shaman. Battle Cry. If your deck has only even cost cards, deal 2 damage. Merkspark Eel. So this could be used in a form of an aggro variant if they cut out the 1-drops and the 3-drops, which could be kind of tough, but they can run Serenite Chain Gangs. They would have to cut away their hero power. But we know that Hagatha's even, right? So with Hagatha being even, at least I'm pretty sure she's even. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure she's even from what we've seen so far. You might play Hagatha over Thrall so you can use this eel. I mean, 2-mana 2/3 is just already good stats. Like, that's pretty good stats. And if your deck has only even cost cards, chances are it's going to if you want to run this card. Deal 2 damage, and your hero point now becomes 1 mana, summon a totem. I mean, that's pretty good. But the only thing I gotta say is, if you're gonna go for the whole totem theme by having a 1 mana hero power with the even cost guy, Genn, then you gotta realize all the totem synergistic cards were kind of odd if you think about it, like the one to summon Alec here, Primal Talesman, the one that Death Rattle summons summon totems. So I don't think it would be that beneficial to try to do a totem package for the even one. You would probably have to go odd. But if you go odd for Shaman, you can pick what totem you want with Baku. I mean, Totem Shaman may be a thing in the next expansion. But onto this Merkspark Eel here, this could be part of an aggressive or a control deck, because it can deal 2 to anything. It can do it to the face as a finisher, or it could ping off and kill their 2-drop. Goodbye, Knife Juggler. Hello to my Merkspark Eel. If that's not a Temple Play on turn 2, I don't know what is. On to the next card. Now, out of all of these cards that I'm going to be talking about, this one kind of surprised me on why that they did it this way. So it's a 5-mana 2/6 Druid card, Gloom Stag. So with the Gloom Stag, it has Taunt, and if your deck has only odd cost cards in it, gain +2/+2. So this is a 5 mana 4/8 beast. That's a hefty stag there. But the only issue is it's odd. And if you think about Druid class cards, Wild Growth is an odd. Swipe is an odd. So that's like two big staples are UI, Ultimate Infestation, is an odd. So will this see play? I'm not going to say too much, but I'm going to say not really unless they release more good odd cards for Druid. They got to blow back Ultimate Infestation, Swipe, and Wild Growth. You're losing 3 Druid like staples right now out of your deck to do this. And you're losing Jade Idol, so it's not like you can play, Jade Idol, and then play Jade Blossom, Aya, which are all odds. No, you can't do that because they're rotating out. So they need to implement some good odd cards for Druid. I mean, yeah, and they nerfed this Plague of Scarabs. Otherwise, that would work. But now, since it's 6 mana, you can't even run that with the Gloom Stag. So I don't know. I mean, having your hero power be 2 attack, 2 deal 2 damage, gain 2 armor, might not be enough to help this card see much play as it is. I mean, yeah, 5 mana 4/8. Don't get me wrong. Awesome stats. But the only issue is you gotta add more support for the odd class Druid if you're gonna go down that pathway. In my opinion, even probably would have been better for them to do for this card. But I guess we'll have to see once more cards get released. But for now, that's my opinion, is that out of all these cards, I don't think Gloom Stag will see too much play. On to my 4th and final card, Glitter Moth. 5 mana 4/4 beast. If your deck has only odd cost cards, double the health of your minions. I mean, if that's not having you say, what? Then, so far out of any card revealed, that's Divine Spirit, but on a minion. That does it to all your minions. Granted, only odd cost cards, so I guess your Lyra has 10 health now. Whatever things you might play with a Master Oakheart deck to summon things, right? Because Master Oakheart's 9 mana. Your Tar Creepers have 10 health. All you have to do is play an odd cost card. Oh, hey, I have an Inner Fire in my hand. So this would replace Divine Spirit, obviously. But it's so much better than Divine Spirit when you get to late game. I mean, come on. You double everything on your side. Your other minions. Not everything. Yours. So then you play Inner Fire and you can just smash somebody for a lot of damage in the face. And all your minions just got buffed. That's bonkers. So, out of all the cards, I think this one's definitely going to see play. I mean, think about it. You still get Holy Nova. You get Shadow Word Death. Northshire Cleric. You get all the good odd cost cards. And then Baku upgrade your hero power. Right? So now you're healing 4 to targets. At the start of the game, you can heal 4 to something and buff it up. Keep this on your radar. If they're going to be adding more support for these in these classes, like give Priest more odds and give Druids more odds and Shamans more even cards, keep Glitter Moth in the back of your mind if it's not seeing much play. Because I think out of all the cards revealed, this one's going to be like, I don't want to say meta-breaking, but you just gave all your minions a gigantic buff. And if you have any, who says if you don't have an Inner Fire? I mean, Inner Fire, psh, and then you just got a buff Lyra or a buff Tar Creeper that was out the turns previous, because you could probably go, oh, I'm going to play my Lyra on 5. And then turn 6, Glitter Moth, Inner Fire, my Lyra. Now it's a 5 mana 10 Lyra, plus you have a 4/4 beast on the board. I honestly think that they shouldn't have reduced this thing's stats by 1/1. Thinking that 5 mana 4/4 is still it's still a beater on the board. Granted, though, something. You do need to have a board. But with your hero power healing 4 to a target for only 2 mana? Come on. So I really do feel like this card is going to see, out of anything revealed, this card's going to be the most dangerous / meta breaking so far. So now on to my actual review of the whole set of these as a whole. I love that they're adding cards to support Baku and Genn. I mean, these guys, if they were just the way that they were, people might be like, okay, I'll try this, I'll try that. But they have cards to work with them now. And 3 out of 4 of these cards revealed, in my opinion, are pretty good. One of them I could see being meta breaking. Looking at you there, Glitter Moth. But I mean, the other 2 could still be pretty good. Like, maybe Mercspark Eel's just an amazing early game card that just starts sweeping the early game, and people play Mercspark Eel to just clear out the board, and then Shamans end up being on top later on in the game. Or even with Black Cat. Mage just drew a card and played a 3-mana 3/3 all on turn 3 for playing an odd cost deck. Turn 4, they can then play probably like a 1-cost spell, or they could do a 3-cost spell, but if they do a 1-cost spell, then they can go and, use their hero power to deal 2 to something. Oh, but don't worry, because Glitter Moth just buffed the opponent's board by doubling all their minions' health. I don't know. I just see that. I get it. It's cool. But maybe they should have made it be double a minion's health. Instead of, like, doubling all the minions' health. But yeah, so that was my review so far. What are you guys' thoughts on these cards? Do you think that Glitter Moth might break the meta as much as I do? Do you think that Gloom Stag will see much of any play for Druid, currently as it stands? You can also say in the comments if you feel like if Gloom Stag got help, maybe it'd be good. But so far, I'm really not thinking Gloom Stag's going to see any play, but Glitter Moth's going to break the meta. So there's 2 epics right there revealed. The Shaman one is a rare. I think that's a good rarity for it as a rare. But that Black Cat, man, I could see that being in a lot of mage decks. They can't run Fireball or Frostbolt. But they can run like Dragon's Fury if they're going Control. They can't even run Pyroblast. That's something to think about too. They can't even run Pyroblast. So they just lost a lot of direct bursts unless they add more to that in the game. That's something to think about. Now they can play Dragoncaller Alana. They can play Frostcaller Jaina. Not Sindragosa. But, something to think about. Maybe Black Cat's up there a little bit with Glitter Moth. Maybe not as much. We have to see how the game turns out and whatever cards that they also reveal. So with that was my card review. Thank you guys for watching. And please leave your thoughts in the comments so I can hear what you all have to say also. And with that, see you guys later.